Good afternoon, everyone. Let's see, today is video number 13 on my 21 video challenge to take myself out of my comfort zone and start talking with people and sharing things about my life and who I am and what I'm all about on this world. So, to be honest, last time I did the video, it was on Wednesday, and since that day I went too much in my head and being scared, afraid. I didn't know what I would talk about. I was really worried. So let's say my no agreement in my head was really strong. Like, you're not good enough, you can't do this, and so on and so on. And I had a few conversations with some people who, in the past few days, who reminded me who I am for them, what I represent, and basically that what I am about in the world is greater than the fear I may have. And let's say today in the morning I went on one of Tony Robbins home introductions that they do to pump up people for April, where he's hosting his next event at Excel. And it was really interesting, again, coming in communication with people and hearing the stories and the presentation. And I will say once more that I was reminded that just because I finished the school where I trained, nothing finishes with it, because the language is common and is everywhere. And again, I saw it where I went, the presentation, everything the same. And I'm not saying in terms of compare what you got from one place and what you see in the other place, but it's magic. It's kind of magic when you see that the language we're using on our training, where we trained, that language is everywhere. It's common. It just we weren't paying attention to it. We're always focusing on what we have in our head, what we think about things, and we're not focusing to be out there and listen to what's going on around. And we spend 80% of our thoughts are about thinking about ourselves and the negative impact that these things may have. And so I was also in that state, and for good or for bad, going to that event today reminded me again the same thing, that it's all in your head and you don't need to be in that state. There's no absolute reason. And it was really interesting what the speaker shared about. He said that based on the way we are raised and we grow up in life, our parents, the language we are born into, the religion we are born into, the family, the wider family that we are born into, all these things help mold the personalities that we have. And this personality, the traits and the negative beliefs that we create along the way, is like they create an invisible cage where we put ourselves in. And let's say, because I'm Greek, for example, all right, and when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, certain things you couldn't do them because your parents, your family were telling you like, oh, what are the people are gonna think about it? What people are gonna say about if you do this or if you say that? And I was like, yeah, but someone needs to say it or somebody needs to do it. No, you won't do it because you're young, you don't know what you're doing, and so on and so on. And then, of course, like by the 2000s, that thing wasn't existing. But despite that, because I was born and raised 20 years earlier, I grew up with that mindset, like, be very wary what you will say to people out of fear of how people will take it. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're 2018. Everything goes in this world right now. People will say everything they want to say, and they will not care about what other people say. There's no fear of judgment, because everybody has their own opinion, and people, basically with the power of the internet we have now and the Facebook lives and everything, there are 7 billion people out there in the world. For some people, of course, you won't be okay, and some other people you will be okay. Other people will love your opinions, other people will hate your opinions. And speak of the devil, it has to do with me and my confidence in how I go about in life. I read a very good quote yesterday, which was saying having confidence is not about being afraid whether you will be liked enough, let's say. Confidence is being okay even if you're not liked enough. And as another coach said in one of his videos, he was saying that when you have a big plan in life and you want to go big, you will make enemies. Okay, and sometimes your success or the level of where you're progressing is defined also by the people that are against it, because for various reasons which I won't go into detail now. But it's interesting, like, if you want to play a small game in your life, like how Jason told me on that fateful day, is if you want to play a small game in life, okay, just take it easy. Go sit on your sofa, relax, and have fun. Γεια σου Γιώργο. And that's it. Then this way you won't hurt anybody. But if you want to stand up for something, you want to go big in life, you want to achieve a big goal, two things will happen. One, you will have enemies. Γεια σου Evie. First, you will have enemies. And second, if your dream doesn't need help and support from other people around you to expand and accomplish it, then it's not a big enough dream, which means it's not challenging you enough. So now I'm considering whether I should or not attend on April Tony Robbins, the big 4-day event that he has. It is quite challenging, actually. It puts you to put your life again into new perspective and change, transform literally what you believe in and the way you believe it and how you perform in life. And that's what I'm looking forward to improve, because I want to, moving forward in the next few months, I want to open up my own coaching business, as many people know, and I want to go and more public. I'm also, another thing I did today, and I think it's in the list of I can't believe I just did that, is because these programs are being hosted by Success Resources. They do all these nice events with the great speakers and entrepreneurs here in London. And today when I went to the event and I spoke with the guy who was doing the presentation, I met some people, we exchanged numbers, the classic socializing and camaraderie that comes along with it. But what I did, which was, to take me out of my, hello Carlene, to take me out of my comfort zone, was that I went and I spoke to the woman who is part owner of the company, and I said, I'd like to ask you something. And she said, okay, please tell me, what do I need to do in order to start working for you? Because I want to challenge myself. I'm already well established in where I work, but I want to take an entirely different challenge in my life. I want to move more into being social with people, coaching and supporting, and so on and so on. Now, I won't go into the details of the conversation, how it evolved, but what is interesting is that I can't believe I just did that. Me being me, 10 months ago, I wouldn't dare even to approach these people and say, because I wouldn't believe in myself. I was really, it's going beautiful, Carlene. I didn't believe in myself that I was capable of doing stuff. And then I realized, who is measuring what you're capable of or not? Okay? Who are you accountable to? Who tells you oh, you're not good enough? So what's the measure and who's measuring? And you will see in both cases, the answer is you. And as the guy said today on the speech, is it was really good, that one. He said that people are not afraid of being small, or their fear is not about I'm not capable of. People are more afraid of the success. People are more afraid that if everything they wanted in life to happen happened, how would they be? They're afraid of the greatness. That's why the fastest and the best way you can have in helping someone grow emotionally, physically, their business, everything, speak to the greatness. Because, for example, right, you have children. Right? You have your little ones. Little ones will never do what you tell them. They will never do what you tell them. Your little ones will do what you do. So if they see greatness in you, because they don't understand there's greatness, but if they see there's greatness in you, they will want to go and do great things themselves. Or dad is driving a lorry, a big one, so I'm gonna try and drive a lorry. We had situations like this that happened in Greece, actually. People went from Athens, they went to a city outside of Athens, which was about 60 kilometers. It was two little kids, 7-year-old, 5-year-old, something like that. Both of them went into the lorry of the dad because it was unlocked. They took the lorry and they actually started driving up the city. Okay, of course they found them, everybody was safe and stuff, but that shows something. In their eyes, the dad was doing already great things, and they wanted to be like dad. They didn't listen to dad who said, don't do this. They just said, I want to do what dad does. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that helps. I'm quite sure I could keep going forever, but I want to keep these videos short and interesting as much as I can. Watch this space. I have more videos coming up eventually, and hopefully I have another 2 people I'm talking to start doing some short videos and sharing experiences we got out of our program we participated in and how it helped transform our lives. One of them is being you, Carlene, and another one is you, Kika. I'm looking at you, you see, my Greek eye. Alright, enjoy, have a wonderful day, and wish all of the best for everyone, okay? Take care, bye!